Hello everyone, TMMgamer here, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you another one of my FIFA 13 live commentaries. Now, as you can see, I'm playing as Uruguay, and I'm playing 4-1-2-1-2, so let's dive straight in and see if we can find an opponent. Now, this is actually the second time I've tried to do this. The first time I went into a game, I went 2-0 down, managed to battle back to 3-2. I was in the 85th minute, looking like I was going to record a pretty sweet win, and then all of a sudden my PS3 decided it wanted to be a toaster instead of a console, and everything went completely up in the air and crashed. So that was absolutely fantastic. Fortunately, it didn't give me a loss, and as this is the first game in the new head-to-head seasons, I got promoted last game, as you guys know if you watch the live commentary. But, oh, I'm playing Dortmund. This should be a good game. But yeah, I haven't played with Uruguay, I think, at all this FIFA. But obviously with the Confederations Cup going on at the moment, I've seen them play a little bit recently and thought, yeah, do you know what? These guys would probably be interesting to try. So I'm playing them in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation because last game I played them in a with a 4-4-2, sorry. And that's a nice ball. Oh, Diego, forehand, thundering header, lad. But yeah, I played them in a 4-4-2, and I didn't feel it worked very, very well because the major problem with 4-4-2 online, especially when you're up against a reasonable player, is that you can basically have your team cut in half. So your midfield and your attackers get pretty much split, so there's not a player in that interesting little position, you know, a centre forward role or a centre attacking midfield, and your midfielders, they just sit in a normal position, so they're just centre mids. They're not CDMs, so they don't sit deep in a bit of extra space. They're all just pretty clustered in midfield, and this can result in a pretty boring, turgid midfield battle, and that's how it turned out in the first half. You know, I went 2-0 down after about 25 minutes because really I couldn't get anything going. I couldn't get the ball at the field, couldn't get any passing going. And then at second half, I managed to sharpen up. And in the end, like I said, I went 3-2 up. And it would have been a pretty interesting game to watch because it would have shown the limitations of 4-4-2, but also how you can be effective with 4-4-2. And that's a good ball. Ah, it's good keeping, though. Weidenfeller, he's a class goalkeeper. Punts it upfield. But yeah, before I spend too much time looking at the gameplay, I just want to mention a couple of things. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you're a FIFA guy and you're here for my FIFA stuff, I just want to let you know that I uploaded a... Oh, Diego, what a goal that is. I uploaded a video 2 days ago, which was part 1 of my FIFA 13 Q&A tutorial series. So it's basically, if you have a generic question about anything to do with FIFA 13, you can leave a comment there or send me a message and I'll do my best to answer it. And just what you're doing, you don't just run like that. That's how you give the ball away. So if you guys have missed that out or just didn't see it in your sub box, that's uploaded about 2 days ago, so that'll be in my recent videos list on my channel. And also, if you guys are interested in perhaps having a look at a game you haven't seen before, I would heartily recommend you check out some of my The Last of Us videos. Now, The Last of Us is a third-person, like, apocalypse, post-apocalypse, zombie survival horror. Oh, that is such bad defending. Oh, yeah, I thoroughly deserve to concede there. That was shocking, shocking defending. But yeah, The Last of Us, like I said, it is a fantastic game. It's really, really good. And I've uploaded 2 videos for it so far. The first one was about 3 days ago, and that was just a basic multiplayer overview, just me talking about the game. So if you've never heard about the game before, seen anything about it, that's the video I want you to check out first. It'd be pretty interesting to see whether you guys like it or not. And then if you do end up liking it, I've actually uploaded last night, and I uploaded it at about 1 in the morning, I think. So chances are, if you guys are in the UK, or even if you're in the States, chances are you might not have seen it. And what am I doing? This is just bad defending. There we go. I need to focus. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked that out, because I did upload it quite late last night, I uploaded part 1 of a multiplayer class guide. So hopefully you guys will find that interesting. You can go and check that out. So that is all I want to talk about in relation to recent uploads. I am going to do a tutorial, I think, either Friday, or if not Friday, it'll be Sunday, because I'm going to be spending all Saturday out with my mates. It's my mate's 21st birthday celebration. So we are like spending the day in the pub, just watching a bit of Wimbledon, and then in the afternoon we are going to the Dogs, just to see some greyhound racing, which will be quite fun. And then after that, we're going for a night out. So pretty much all of Saturday is going to be spent out of the house, so I won't have any time to do any videos, unfortunately. But what that does mean is I can put this in the top corner. Oh, no, I can't. Put it into the stands. That also works. But yeah, there'll be plenty of FIFA stuff coming out. I know you guys have been really, really patient with me on FIFA. Oh, should have scored. So what I am going to try and do is get as much FIFA out for you as possible. Obviously, I've done a Portugal live com fairly recently. I did that part 1 of the tutorial 2 days ago, and then this one will come up today. So that's a nice little chunk of FIFA. I'm planning several other tutorials as well, but I'm still taking suggestions. So if you guys have any videos that you want me to do that I haven't done so far, and the only one I would request not to ask again is Heading Part 2. I've had that requested a lot. It is on my to-do list. I have pretty much all of the footage I require for that now, so that shouldn't be too far off, hopefully. Just trying to get half a yard for a shot. Oh, great save. Absolutely great save. Yeah, that's one tip I really want to get across to you guys, because I see quite a few people ask me questions about that. They say, what do I do against a guy who's sitting really deep? You know, all you're looking to do is work half a yard and get a shot off. You know, the chances are, if you just pass it around for 25 minutes, eventually you'll misplace a pass like that, for example, and lose the ball, and then you're, the guy's on the counter-attack. And I love to play like that. And I can understand how effective it is, because that's the tactic I use. But what you're looking to do to counter it, and I know this is bad because I'm telling people how to beat me, but knock the ball around, try and get that little bit of space and get a shot off on goal, because, every now and again the shot will fly in and you'll score, and that'd be fantastic. But what it also does is it means the keeper's going to make a save most of the time, or you'll hit the bar and it'll bobble, or it'll just go out for a corner, and then you can put pressure on from the set piece. And, if you see my corner tutorial, that's one of the most popular videos I've uploaded. It is so easy to score from corners. It is really, really easy. I mean, you think about in real life, you're lucky to score from 1 in 15 corners. If you've done that, you said you've done pretty well. Oh, that's a bad ball. That was a bad ball. Just wish Cavani wasn't making that pass. But yeah, 1 in 15 corners you're probably going to score from in real life. In FIFA, I'm disappointed if I don't score 1 in 5 corners. So if you get lots of shots on target, you'll earn much more than 5 corners a game. And as a result of that, stay in your area, keeper. There we go. As a result of that, it means you're going to score a lot of goals. I so nearly kicked that into his face. I've done that so many times. I just don't learn my lesson. Good interception, Pereira. Right, here we go. But I'm already much preferring how I'm playing in 4-1-2-1-2, because you've got players in slightly unusual positions that you don't have before. Flick. Oh, what a challenge that is. That is a... Put it in still. Oh, he's trickled it wide. That is an absolutely incredible challenge. Definitely saved a goal there. Cavani, 12 yards out on his right foot. I know he's been slightly dodgy in the Confederations, but, quality world-class strikers do not miss from there. Edinson. Podge. Oh, no, just an inch too much on the ball. Tiny bit too much. There we go. Rodriguez. Oh, ref. Shoulder to the floor. I've had 73% possession. I think that's actually a record. I don't remember seeing a possession percentage that high. But at the end of the day, it's the only stat that matters is the goals. And it's still only 2-1. So, what are you doing? What are you doing, keeper? That was a cracking ball in the end. But, oh, nice little pass as well. God, my goalkeeper's always... Oh, you tackle your own player, lad. Well played. Head it, Forlan. Disappointing. Am I in defensive? Yeah, I am. Thought so. But yeah, my goalkeepers really don't get on with me. If you've watched my live commentaries over the past year or so, you've seen so many goalkeeping howlers. It's untrue. I've had guys throw people shots in at the near post, like P-rollers. But the best one of all time was the Tim Howard catching a penalty, dropping the penalty and throwing it in a Gold Cup final for me to lose, which was absolutely fantastic from him there. But I've had pretty shoddy luck with goalkeepers, so it wouldn't have surprised me if something terrible had happened there. But overall, it's been a very, very good half. Let's have a look at the stats. 70% possession. His 2 shots were in that one move. So he hasn't broken me down at all. It was one defensive mistake. And to be fair to him, he took his chance. Although he got a bit lucky with the bobble. But to be fair, the keeper pulled off a good save to start with. So when you're in a game like this, you've just got to stay focused, because you're better than this guy. I mean, this guy's not a bad player. He's not woeful. He knocks the ball around all right. I haven't torn him to shreds, but at the same time, that if you're switched on, you should win this match. And these are the games which you have to be more worried about. If I'm playing a very, very good player and I can see straight away that he's a very, very good player, I'm not as worried with, conceding terrible goals, because normally I'll be focused enough to cut that out. But against a player of this ability, slightly lower, you're a little bit more... Oh, it's a shocking corner. But, you know, he's not a tier 1 player, but and then again, he's not a rubbish player as well. And this is a dangerous opponent to be up against, because you know in the back of your mind you should win. And what that can do is it can breed a bit of complacency. So you sit there and you think, yeah, I'm going to beat this guy, so I don't really need to focus. I can just sort of knock it around and try 45-yard shots and it doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden you make one mistake, it's 2-all, and then you make one more mistake and you're losing. And then the last 10 minutes of the game, you're desperately trying to push forward. You hit the post a couple of times and you've lost the game, when really you should have won it. So always when you're in this position, try and stay focused. And Forlan, what a bad finish! Oh, Diego, you've got to prod that in, lad. You have to prod that in. But yeah, the thing with Dortmund as well, you have to be extra careful about, and I'd rather that was safety first. They have a lot of pace. I mean, Lewandowski, he's pretty quick. Blaszczykowski, he's absolutely rapid. Piszczek, rapid. You know, they've got a lot of players who, if you give them a bit too much space, they're gone and you're not catching them. So you do have to be careful. They are a team that you can, you know, very, very easily concede a goal against. Oh, that was unlucky. That was unlucky. You know, you can very, very easily concede a goal against Dortmund after you've been dominating them, because they just launch that one quick break. Blaszczykowski down the wing. You know, Lewandowski will keep pace with him in the middle. Put the cross in. He taps it in. Boom, you've scored. And, you know, very, very easy goals. So they are a team you've got to be wary about. There's no weak links in this Dortmund side as well. Every single player here is good. And I think that's just onside. Oh, he's rounded him. Oh, what? Are you serious? How is that a foul to Dortmund? What? That's either a penalty or a goal. Oh, EA, I hate you. Oh, and that's offside. That is absolutely unbelievable. Oh, wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe that was actually given as a free kick to them. This is when you know EA's against you in this game. Right. But anyway, that's probably enough about Uruguay and Dortmund and the formation I'm playing and whatever. I just wanted to... Oh, it's a great pass. Bring it down, thunder it in, 3-1. There we go. That should be game over, fingers crossed. But yeah, now that I've talked a little bit about Uruguay and whatever, I just want to briefly switch it on to the next generation of consoles, because, you know, obviously you guys, as long as you haven't been living under a rock for the past month and a half or however long it's been, you know, you would have seen an absolute ton of information come out about the Xbox One and the PS4, and you would have seen the pretty hilarious Xbox 180 turnarounds, where they've basically sacked off loads of features that they said they were going to put in their console because all of the fans absolutely hated it. So, there we go. Charging your keeper like that far, suicidal. One little touch round, very, very easily scoreable there. But what I'm probably going to do in, say, the next week and a half is I'm going to do a video about, you know, the next generation of consoles and what my opinion is at the moment, because, you know, I stayed quiet on the subject after the initial reveals until post E3, because, you know, Microsoft's initial reveal was pretty poor, but then they came out and said, you know, oh, that was a terrible throw-in. Don't judge us on that. The games and that was a tremendous challenge, Diego Godin. The games we'll announce at E3 and all of the extra packages will be, you know, worth it, and we'll show you that we're serious about gaming. So now that they've done that, it enables me to have a little bit more of an accurate representation of what they are going to do. And I'm going to talk about, you know, PS4, Xbox One, my opinions, what I think, and what side I'm leaning on at the moment. I'm going to spend a full video talking about that. But, oh, what? I thought he was going to make the interception there, but never mind. But what I'm going to briefly talk about here is the current generation console, so the PS3 and Xbox 360, because, you know, when you're so close to the next generation, and that's a terrible finish, Suarez, when you're so close to the next generation, it's very, very tempting to postpone the launch of new games, because let's think about it. If you're in a publisher's position or a developer's position, what do you want to do? Do you want to release a game on a console which is now 8 years old, on hardware which can barely handle it, or do you want that nice, shiny, next generation console which you can do pretty much whatever you want with to release your game on? And you know, that can be a little bit dangerous, and there was a possibility that all of the good games would dry up and there wouldn't really be anything going on. But what I have to say, the great thing is, it seems like in the next 2 or 3 months or whatever, there's going to be some very, very good games coming out for console, and obviously The Last of Us is one of those. I've mentioned that briefly already, but I have to say as well GTA, because the next GTA, which has been in the pipeline for a while now, That's going to be out for the current generation of consoles. I think it's coming out August time. Don't quote me on that though, but I think it's coming out around there. So this is really, really good news that, you know, the current system that we are playing on isn't going to be redundant immediately. It's going to still be a very, very viable console that, you know, people are going to release good games for a while. So what I was going to ask you guys is, are there any games that you're particularly looking forward to? And, oh, I just kept that in the end. Nice. Like I mentioned already, GTA is probably the one I'm most looking forward to, but there's a lot of good games coming out in the next, you know, 2 or 3 months before the current generation of consoles begins to wind down. So I was just wondering if there's any game you guys are particularly looking forward to, because I really cannot wait for GTA. I'm an absolutely huge GTA fan. Bring it down, put it in the top corner. Oh, that nearly. I've played pretty much every single GTA since the old 2D ones on the PS1, so the top-down 2D versions. I played all them in GTA London or whatever it was called. So I'm so looking forward to the new one. The screenshots and the footage so far looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm probably going to be getting some of the GTA gameplay up for you guys as well, because not only do I really, really enjoy the single player of that game, it's, you know, Rockstar single players are fantastic, Rockstar games. The multiplayer for that game is going to be tremendous as well. And I remember GTA 4, you know, me and my mates spent weeks on that multiplayer. I really, really played it to death, pretty much. You played it all the time. It was absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be looking forward to bringing some of that out as well. So, if you guys are interested in GTA, you've got that to look forward to. But as the game slowly winds down here, I'm going to try and score one more goal, because why not? Knock it wide. Knock it in the middle. Oh, Diego Forlan! Touch of an axe murderer. Oh, dear. That was absolutely woeful. And that cost me 6-1, but at the end of the day, a very, very good performance in the end. And I have to say, I've played a couple of games with Uruguay now. They play much, much better in this 4-1-2-1-2. And in seasons, it's not called 4-1-2-1-2. It's called 4-4-2 diamond, narrow or wide, depending on what you want. I played the narrower version here. And let's have a quick look at the old match details. Yeah, you can see there, I've absolutely monstered him all over the field. His 2 shots came from one move where he put the shot on target, my keeper parried it, and he rolled it into the empty net. So basically, over the course of 12 minutes, he's created one opportunity against me, and he dominated the play. Now, Uruguay have a pretty, you know, balanced team. They've got a couple of superstars, obviously Suarez and Cavani up front. You know, Forlan's still a very, very good player, but the rest of their team's just nice and solid. There's no mug, there's no weakness where you go, you know, he's the player I'm going to target or whatever. So if you guys haven't played with Uruguay, I do recommend them. They are an interesting team to play with, and it's something a little bit different. You don't see too many people play with them, so if you're up for a change, definitely give these a look. But guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, have a great day.